Today on Golf Destination, we learn about golf's hottest shoe brand, Duca Del Cosma. We talk to avid golfer and rum maker Malcolm Goslings Jr., and we help you get more pars. Plus, we look at a great women's golf clothing line, and we learn how clubs are making informed decisions for their longevity. Hello and welcome to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Gorman, coming to you from the sociable DGI Communication Studios just outside of Boston. Recently, I spoke with Eveline Lowers from Duca Del Cosma on the Italian golf evolution. Eveline, so Duca Del Cosma is relatively new to the golf market in the United States, but it has a rich history in shoemaking. Tell us more about the brand.
So Duca Del Cosma was established in 2004 by Baldovino Macchiazzo in Italy. Over the years, Duca has become a successful international player in the golf industry for shoes, apparel, and high-end accessories. Duca Del Cosma received many awards in the meantime, not only for its excellent design, but also for its innovation, as Baldovino was one of the first designers to introduce the spikeless golf shoe into the golf markets. And he still designs all the collections from his small design studio in Italy. And almost 2 decades later, Duca continues to push boundaries for fashionable innovation with around 120 styles in its collection and selling in more than 40 countries around the world.
Where would you say the brand is positioned in the world of golf footwear?
I would say our shoes have the comfort of Echo and the more funkiness of a G4. And price-wise, we are similar like brands as Enjoy, G4, and Echo. And you can find our collection in private clubs and the more higher-end public courses. And of course, we have our collection online on our web store.
And there is a ton of variety within the brand. How would you describe the collection of both men's and women's shoes?
So time flies when you're on a mission to create the perfect golf shoe, and by perfect we mean fashionable but also functional. Since its launch in 2004, Duca Del Cosma has become a favorite for a great fitting golf shoe that looks sensational both on and off the golf course. Our shoes are stylish, colorful, bold, classy, elegant, and sporty. We really try to be different, and it's all about the details. Our cutting-edge technology for shoes guarantees top comfort even for our most demanding customers. And all our shoes are handcrafted in Portugal using high-quality materials. We have used prints and bling, produced ranges from classic to more color blocking to timeless golf shoes, and all without compromising on comfort and functionality. And to make it easier for our customers to navigate through the collection, there are 5 style categories to choose from. We have pro, fashion, sporty, heritage, and classic.
And one of the shoes that really stood out to me on the women's line is the high top winter style golf shoe. Where did that idea come from? And can you tell us more about this unique style?
Yeah, so correct. Yeah, our winter golf boots are so different. Cold, wet days out on the course demand grip, warmth, and stability. And our waterproof sock system keeps your feet dry, and styles such as the Delago for men and women, for the Prado and the Palazzo, for example, to only name a few, have a fur lining to keep your feet extra warm in the most trying conditions.
And it seems like your shoes can be worn both on the golf course and off. They're stylish, they're fashionable, they go with a lot of different types of clothes. Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, see it as sneakers for the golf course, an innovation crossover fashion suitable for sports and business. These golf shoes, boots, and sneakers that you can take from the course to dinner and drinks, and they're styles that are elegant to wear to a business meeting or brunch with friends on a Sunday. And we have sneaker styles that are perfect for running errands all day or going to the gym. There really are shoes that can be worn every day, all day.
Amazing. Well, I'm so excited to wear my Duca Del Cosma shoes again soon on the golf course. But in the meantime, thanks so much for joining us, Eveline.
Thank you so much.
Now let's learn about Club Benchmarking's Capital Reserve Study, which helps golf clubs plan for the future.
At the board, we decided that we needed to build a reserve plan to understand what we were going to have to pay for in the future and make sure we had the money to do it. And so when we decided that we were going to move forward with that, we looked at all companies that do capital reserve studies. And when I learned that Club Benchmarking provided that service, and knowing that they specialize in the private club industry, they were the logical choice. You know, I was hoping for a detail-oriented, in-depth look at everything we have, another set of eyes who's an expert in assessing buildings and equipment and facilities, and I mean, stuff that was obvious to us. We were hoping someone would look a little deeper and maybe see some things we didn't see.
The process begins normally with sit down with the general manager. There can be a CFO there can be a treasurer, president, whoever the club feels is important to be there or wants to be there. It takes roughly about an hour. We talk about finances at a 30,000-foot level, talk about the culture of the club, which is key and important to understanding how things want to be kept. Yeah, the study itself is a 20-year study. You know, the typical reserve study, and there's a lot of other people in the business besides Club Benchmarking. It's pretty much a flat file. It's a moment in time that it starts, and when the year ends, you now have a 19-year study, and you have an 18-year study. Where ours, we can continually to roll it. When 2022 comes to an end, for example, you have a way to validate that you did everything you were supposed to, and then we roll the study, and now it's a 20-year study again, starting with 2023.
We'll take into account, of course, the roofs and the overhead doors and all of that will
Yep.
be in there. So.
Want to do some buildings? And we'll stop at the 10th grade on the way
Yeah,
down?
that
On
sounds
the way around?
perfect.
You know, when you have a schedule, you see it coming. And we all know that schedules can be reworked, but to have those key things lined up in, you know, whether it's 2023 or 2024, to know that they're coming is huge for all of us. And I think it helps the morale to know that this outdated equipment is disappearing and pretty quickly.
All right, this is my number 10 grade.
And to know that that will continue with benchmarking, I think is huge, absolutely huge.
Coming up, we talk to Malcolm Gosling Jr. when Golf Destination continues.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca Del Cosma. Italian Golf Evolution. Avidia Bank. Honest to goodness. The Preserve Sporting Club and Residences. Unparalleled luxury meets the great outdoors.
Dare to smile and laugh out loud, to go to the beach instead of the office, to wear sneakers instead of heels, or heels instead of sneakers, to wear white after Labor Day and sunglasses at night. Dare to say no or yes, to take a long bath or a short walk, to have dessert for dinner or to grill in the snow. Dare to have fun, and most of all, dare to be happy. Goslings Rums, happy since 1806.
Welcome to the most amenities-rich sporting club in North America, the Preserve. 3,500 splendid acres. Come stay at the Preserve's hotel with its dazzling 5 stars. Come dine in a magical Hobbit house. Come play shooting sports indoor and out, championship golf, horseback adventures, and so much more. You deserve the Preserve. Book your ultimate luxury experience today.
Although there are many golf destinations, there is only one any PGA MasterCard from Avidia Bank. With no annual fee or balance transfer fee, the Avidia Any PGA MasterCard is the only card you need. The card's generous rewards program allows you to accumulate points much faster than other cards, and then you can enjoy the benefits that come with those rewards. Use the card wherever you shop, dine, and of course, to play a round of golf. Apply today at anypga.avidiabank.com.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Meredith Gorman here in the sociable DGI Communications Studios. And recently, I spoke with Malcolm Gosling Jr. from Bermuda. So Malcolm, tell me a little bit about the history of Goslings Rum.
So Goslings Rum was started by my sixth great-grandfather in 1806. He was trying to go from England to Virginia in 1806 and ended up in Bermuda completely by mistake. And we've been here ever since. So still 100% family owned. We're now in our 8th generation of the company.
The Goslings brand is everywhere, but I know you guys have been very involved in the golf world. What is your involvement like with the Honda Classic in particular?
Yeah, we've been sponsoring the Honda Classic for over 10 years now. And so we're really excited to keep that partnership going. And we see where our area is the Goslings Bear Trap, which is in between 16 and 17. And we just have seen that area grow every year. And I think this year it'll be close to 50,000 square feet and two floors. So you got the double decker now, and it's just great energy up there. A lot of people enjoying the golf, enjoying rum, and it's a great match for us. So we're really excited to keep that going.
Yeah, and some of the other events that you guys have done are the Bermuda World Part 3, the Goslings Father-Son Tournament. All of those were great successes. Do you guys have any other plans for things like that in the works?
Yeah, well, there's always plans. We're talking about golf tournaments constantly because I'm an avid golfer. My father's an avid golfer. So we're always trying to come up with a tournament that really fits. I think the next one will probably be here in Bermuda. We have so many great golf courses here, including the Mid-Ocean Club, which just got ranked 33rd in the world, celebrating its centennial now. So between that and then Port Royal, which is where the host of Butterfield Bermuda Championship and on the PGA Tour. So a ton of great courses to choose from. Nothing quite in the pipelines yet, but you guys are going to be the first to know when we come up with something.
And Goslings just came out with the new Spirited Seas rum. How did that idea come to be, and can you tell us more about this new one?
Yeah, this is a product that we're really excited about. So we developed a blend a few years ago that was kind of like an elevated Black Seal and in between Black Seal and Old Rum. And then one day, it was literally just my father and I having a coffee, and we saw the oleander, which is the container ship, which is basically like the lifeline of Bermuda, because the only thing we really make here is rum. So we rely on this container ship to bring in everything for the island. And that boat, or that ship, was going out of the Hamilton Harbor, and we took a look at it, and I said, why don't we just put the barrels on there and let it age and let kind of nature take its course on this product. And so he agreed that it was a good idea, and we put the 60 barrels on the ship and let it age for almost a year, going back and forth from Bermuda to New Jersey in once-used bourbon barrels. So while it's on the ocean, it's experiencing different climates, because it could be 20 degrees Fahrenheit in New Jersey, and then as soon as it gets through that Gulf Stream down to Bermuda, it could go up to 75, 80 degrees. So that extreme change in temperature really makes the rum expand and contract. And then again, with the sloshing in the barrels, you're really getting everything that you can out of the barrel. And it was an experiment, a true experiment, but after tasting it for the first time, when we took it off, we knew that we had a hit. And so it's something we're really excited about, and something that we're going to release every year. When we took those 60 barrels off, we put 120 barrels on.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, Malcolm.
Thank you.
Coming up, we meet the founder of Golftini when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Dare to smile and laugh out loud, to go to the beach instead of the office, to wear sneakers instead of heels, or heels instead of sneakers, to wear white after Labor Day and sunglasses at night. Dare to say no or yes, to take a long bath or a short walk, to have dessert for dinner or to grill in the snow. Dare to have fun. And most of all, dare to be happy. Goslings Rums. Happy since 1806.
Welcome to the most amenities-rich sporting club in North America, the Preserve. 3,500 splendid acres. Come stay at the Preserve's hotel with its dazzling 5 stars. Come dine in a magical hobbit house. Come play shooting sports indoor and out, championship golf, horseback adventures, and so much more. You deserve the Preserve. Book your ultimate luxury experience today.
Club Benchmarking Capital Reserve Study arms you with a precise chronological roadmap of capital requirements and associated costs. Our process includes a thorough financial analysis, in-depth staff interviews, and an on-site inspection to evaluate, document, and prioritize your club's capital repair and replacement requirements over a rolling 20-year timeline. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
When you support the Weemet Fund, you're not only supporting kids who have dreams and desires to obtain a higher education, but also kids who have these core values of golf instilled in them in such a way that it'll allow them to succeed.
It's changed my life. It's given me opportunity. I've grown so much as a person.
I feel like I have a sense of freedom once I leave school that if I wasn't part of the Weemet Fund, I wouldn't be able to have.
This segment is brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Residences.
Hello and welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Gorman from the sociable DGI Communication Studios just outside of Boston. Golftini is a golf clothing company that is versatile to wear both on the course and off. Recently, I spoke with the founder, Susan Hess. Susan, it's great seeing you again. Tell us about your brand, Golftini.
Well, thanks for having me. So Golftini is now entering its 18th year, which is just wild to me, because how could I be 18 years older? But anyway, I started out just needing a golf skirt for myself 18 years ago, and I couldn't find one. So without any background in business or design, I went to New York City. I lived in New Jersey at the time, and found a sample maker to make me what I couldn't find. And I made one, and then I played in it, and my friends wanted one, so I went back to New York, picked out some new fabrics, made it for each person, and then other friends heard about it, and all of a sudden I was in business, and unknowingly. So I needed a name, and I went to a martini bar, picked a name. Obviously I like martinis. My logo is a little light pink martini for breast cancer awareness, which we support fully for all these years, and that's just how I started.
Now I'm wearing Golftini right now. I wear it on the show. I wear it when I golf. But for those watching right now, how would you describe the style of the line?
Everything is, I think, classic with a twist. So I'm not just wearing a plain white shirt. It's got a mesh detail. The pants Meredith's wearing has a stripe down the side. All our tops are solid, so they can move forward.
How do you guys decide which new styles that you're coming out with every season?
We've really listened to our customer. We did 2 different lengths in all our skirts. So people have been asking for shorter, but we still have people that want longer. So we did that, we tested it in the fall, and now it worked. So we're doing that, and people are really excited about that. So it's, you know, they wanted their one pattern and it only came short or only came long. Now we're doing both. So I think the way that we design is what worked, what didn't work, what people ask for, how to improve it, how to keep it fresh. The line we're introducing is called Island Fever. We always name the skirts, so it's just a fun way. In the back of each skirt, we have beachy waves and sunrise, sunset coming and day drinking. And, you know, it's just a fun way of designing this whole collection and then showing our customers that you can wear it so many different ways.
Well, I certainly can't wait to see the new line. And once again, thanks so much for your time, Susan.
Thanks, Amanda. Great to see you.
Coming up, PGA professional Christina Ricci wants us to activate the glutes for more power when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda. I'm Meredith Gorman here at the sociable DGI Communication Studios just outside of Boston. Now let's get our lower body into our golf swing and more pars with Christina Ricci.
Hey guys, Christina Ricci. If you want more pars, but you really struggle out here in the fairway, you have power failure, your balls are going nowhere, let's make sure you're staying in your posture. And I'm going to give you a couple strong cues to help you stay in your posture. A lot of players are focusing on the wrong thing to try to stay in your posture, where you should be focusing on these two things. You ready? Let's get to it. All right, so what are the two things? The two things are your two butt cheeks. Yep,
Seriously?
that's right. Butt number one and butt number two. Backswing butt, downswing butt. We got to load those deep, and that alone is going to help you stay in your posture. Let me show you now. So a lot of players struggle staying in their posture from the fairway. They come out of their posture at some point in the swing, all right? And that really creates mishits. So how do you stay in your posture? Do you focus on your upper body or do you focus on your lower body? The answer is a little bit of both. Primary focus is lower body. How you use your hips and your butt helps you tremendously to stay in your posture. How? Well, players that typically don't use their hips never get behind the ball, so you never make a good torso rotation. So my front shoulder's over my front foot over here because this isn't rotating. I'm not sitting into my trail glute. All right, so there should be a inclination with the hip and the shoulder line should be down and this butt should be deep. All right, players never get this butt deep enough. All right, I feel totally loaded up and then the pressure in the ground is tremendous. All right, because I'm loading up the glute. And the same deal in the downswing, if not more so, because players really go off the handle here. So on the downswing, you load up the glute. Now this glute has to go crazy deep. All right, so it's going deep and slightly open. All right, and look what it does to my posture. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm doing like, I'm in Dustin posture right now. I am down here. All right, and that's all because I'm focusing on the glute. Loading up the glute, staying in the glute, so I'm staying deep. All right, so there's a wall back here. Go ahead and roll your bottom on the wall so you're gonna feel like your hips can't go deep enough if you're new to this. All right, where players go off is they stand up or they extend, but they never load up the glute. So they're just kind of extending for the motion of it, but they're actually not using their butt to create the initial before you extend. So if you're new to this, you're gonna feel like you don't extend at all with your hips. You're just gonna feel like you're crazy deep the entire time. All right, and that's, believe it or not, your body's gonna react. You will extend, but you need to feel it. This is new for you. If you're one that really stands up, never sits into the glute, you gotta feel like you're crazy deep the entire time. So you're gonna feel like your swing is way down here. All right, trust me, you're gonna love it. Your contact is gonna be amazing and the ball is just gonna rocket off the face.
Thanks, Christina, for that great tip. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and if you want more information, visit our online hub at golfdestination.tv. It has all of our social media channels and broadcast schedule. I'm Meredith Gorman, and thanks for joining us.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca Del Cosma, Italian Golf Evolution. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness. The Preserve Sporting Club and Residences. Unparalleled luxury meets the great outdoors.